are learning cybersecurity and you keep hearing get hands-on experience and you don't know where to start, this video is just for you. In this video, I'm going to show you something hands-on and something really exciting. Hi everyone, my name is Meera. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time coming to my channel, don't forget to subscribe because I make lots of amazing cybersecurity career tip videos. I'm going to show you a demonstration of a tool which is basically used for pen testing, but not just pen testing. It is actually a mix of AI and pen testing together. This will help you understand how cyber and AI are working together in the field right now. This is also amazing to put under your CV because if you're a fresher or a beginner and people keep asking you, do you have hands-on experience and you don't know what to show them, you can list this under your CV, under your projects or lab section and say that you have tried out AI pen testing. And that is something really new, cool, exciting, and also shows the recruiter that you are keeping up with the current trends of the industry. These are not just the old, boring labs. This is a mix of AI and practical pen testing. Watch this video right till the end and watch the demo. Later on, spend some time to actually download this tool and do everything that I show you in this video and get some hands-on experience. In today's video, I'm going to show you a demo of a tool called PenLegend, which is Automated Penetration Test. This is basically an AI-powered platform that helps you automate penetration testing. You can try this tool for free and it is something amazing to add to your CV or portfolio. I have already done all of the lab setup, the PenLegend tool, and also a vulnerable target. And I'm going to actually show you a practical pen test in today's video. If you want to find out the entire setup and how you can do it too, check the link in the description. I have put in all of the details of the setup and also a link of the PenLegend tool. Now let's get straight into it. So now you're going to see my screen. This is basically the PenLegend platform. It's having intelligent decision-making capabilities and end-to-end autonomous planning for penetration tests. That's what makes it so exciting. It basically combines natural language with point-and-click controls to invoke pen test tools. So you no longer need to memorize or manually type long CLI commands. You will see an option over here where there's a terminal, there's a natural language command prompt where you can actually put in your requirements. And you will see the different things over here, such as the results, the risk factors. It takes into account all of these things. Now I've already set up a target and let's try and pen test on that target today. So I'm going to say scan the target. This is my localhost target. I've basically set up a vulnerable VM intentionally on this port. So I'm going to tell PenLegend scan this target and check for open ports and vulnerabilities. Usually you have to type in long commands to do these kind of things and do a lot of work. But with this, you can just talk to it in natural language and it will do things. Like you can see over here, it says the user wants me to scan this target as a local host. It says, okay, it tells me all these things. I'm basically going through this demo with you over here today. It's recommending a comprehensive scanning commands. Okay, it's telling different things we can do to scan, which is usually the first step, which is reconnaissance, right? We need to, first of all, scan the target. So it's telling me a scanning strategy, port scanning, service detection, lots of different recommended tools like Nmap, NICTOCurl, all of the initial reconnaissance kind of commands and things. Just imagine how much work you need to put into actually like getting these commands and learning about them. But over here, PenLegend is actually making all of this automated. I can see over here, Nmap is running. It's basically doing the scans it told it's going to do. And yeah, seems really interesting. I see the results already. Analysis of the tool results. Okay, it has done the first step, which is actually scanning the different targets. Nmap full port scan confirmed. Okay, it has confirmed that the port is open. I have intentionally kept the 8080 port open on my host. You can do this too. If you want to know more about the setup I have done and how I intentionally put a vulnerable target, check the description. I've given all the steps you can follow to replicate what I've done here today. This is amazing for hands-on. Going down, I see initial findings. Okay, it has done some initial findings. The primary target, that's correct. Then I see more of the stuff here, awaiting results. Okay, it's giving me all of the details. Like it's telling me the recommended next actions as well. Based on the results, it's recommending me tools. In usual cases, if you have to do all this, you need like a lot of practice, especially as a beginner. You have to go and find out the tools you can use and the commands. But over here, you can see I'm just clicking on execute tool and it's just executing those things and analyzing those results, which I find amazing. And let's just see, scroll down what's happening. Summary of findings. When we go to results over here, you can see that it's actually showing the step-by-step results of the tools it's executing. So that's interesting. If you want to see more details of what's really happening in the background of this, we can see some outdated version from Nmap, additional ports. It has found additional things as well. Now we can see it's a comprehensive analysis, like confirmed findings. When I come here, critical security issues, it's giving me all of the issues it's identifying. End of life PFP version, big vulnerability, critical one. It's recognized it's critical as well. It's good. You can see over here it says recorded in the risk list. So I'm just going to the risk list to see if it's here. I think it'll get updated in a few seconds. And going down, meanwhile, yeah, like I said, it's updated now. It's super fast. It just updated the risk like immediately. Just to recap what's going on right now for you all, we have done the reconnaissance. We did some scanning. It found the open ports. It's finding vulnerabilities on these ports. And it's executing tools on its own to basically find those vulnerabilities, verify them. It's like a visualized penetration testing workflow. Like it's showing things one after the other. It's automated vulnerability discovery. And you can see over here the tools it's using. We can see it running over here simultaneously. That's nice. All right, it's running. Okay, we can see the results now. User wants to test this. I think they have found a vulnerability, a particular CVE ID. Like I mentioned, it's automated vulnerability discovery, right? And we can see here they have come up with a CVE ID. It's doing an exploitation analysis and testing of this. So it's going to find out if this vulnerability is actually exploitable, right? So let's go down and see what's happening here. It's given me technical background about the vulnerability. That's awesome because otherwise I would have to go and find out these vulnerabilities one after the other. So I like this part, definitely. It's come up with an exploitation part, which is nice. It's given a whole plan to us. It's like one click and everything gets executed. So I just really like this because as a beginner, I remember I used to spend hours trying to find out the commands and the stuff to use. And it used to get so difficult and I would just give up and close it. But with this, it's giving me a good hands-on idea. It says, critical success, breakthrough of the CV successfully exploited. So it did the scanning, it found the open ports, it found the vulnerabilities on those ports, and now it actually exploited those vulnerabilities to see if it's exploitable. Now it says, final verification and report generation. So that's really nice because it looks like we're going to get a report at the end of this. Execute the tools. It's in progress now and coming down below, breach confirmed. Okay, so it said it's going to verify. I think it has again verified if it's really exploitable. Over here, I can see more of things. Evidence analysis. Okay, it has given me a list of the proof, like why it's exploitable, what command it used, and the analysis result of it, like why it's exploitable. There's even like a risk assessment bar. That's really helpful. And coming down below, next phase, yes, okay, yeah, it's come up with a report, penetration testing report, like it said. Starts with an executive summary. I like that part. It's really good, especially any beginners and freshers in cyber. You need to understand that anytime you conduct pen tests and stuff like these assessments, you have to come up with a report, and the report's first part is usually the executive summary. It mentions the business impact. These are the important things directed towards the executives of the company, right? The scope and the methodology, target IP, ports, the types, the reconnaissance, enumeration. This is what we first did. It scanned stuff. It did vulnerability identification. It told us the CD ID, told us background about that CD. Then it exploited it. It validated it. It found the CD out. And it's even telling what it used to find this. That's awesome. Risk assessment and documentation, evidence collection, impact analysis. Okay, it's showing the risks in the register as well. So remote code execution, the risk is here. When we go down, I can see there are some recommendations available. Emergency mitigation, stuff to be done immediately. Coming below, we can see detailed findings. So this is more on the technical stuff. So pen test reports are literally like this. I have seen real world corporate penetration reports and it's this way. And I'll show you something exciting. Coming here, this is my target. So this was basically the VMI setup with this vulnerable target having this exact CVE vulnerability. And the Pendagen tool actually found that out. So this is how you know you're doing it right, correct? Because you set a vulnerable VM target with some CVE. And now the Pendagen tool actually was able to catch it. So you know you're doing this lab right, if you're treating this as a lab. And we come here and see exploitation timeline. That's nice. Seeing a lot of stuff here. More details on this. All right. This is nice because it's literally like there was a complete penetration testing workflow, and like in just a click, these reports came, things got executed, it found out the vulnerability, it makes things automated. And I think this is so cool because it shows you the mix of AI and what's happening with the industry right now. I just absolutely enjoyed checking this tool out with the stuff I'm seeing here. Let's go down and see what else is here. Comment down below. All of the vulnerabilities, it's very nice because the vulnerabilities are arranged on the order. So if you're seeing there was critical, medium, low, and it's also giving us CVSS score, like 5, medium. So it's actually based on those scores that it's giving the priorities, and it's telling the description, what's missing, why this vulnerability exists, the recommendations as well, like what headers you need to add, what's missing, what version needs to be updated or patched. Risk summary matrix, very important to understand the risk side of things in any cybersecurity role. There's a remediation roadmap. So this is something very important, especially for the higher members in any cybersecurity team, because they want to know about the actual remediation plan that's going to be followed, right? Conclusion, the successfully identified RCE vulnerability, targeting the system, key takeaways, we can see lots of stuff in here. Overall security posture at this moment, okay. Appendix, I really like this because it's giving a whole reference list, right? Like we did stuff based on what? The different references, the details of the original vulnerability, the patches, the more information on this kind of stuff. It's really nice. It even has like a report date and version. Says end of report, has a confidential message. So that was Pendagen in action, completely AI-driven automated penetration testing platform, one-click execution and report generation. I absolutely enjoyed using this tool. I'm so glad I had the opportunity to check this out, and I actually played around with it for quite some time. And let me tell you, if you're a beginner or a fresher, these are the kind of things you should look out for. These are the things to add to your CV, to post on LinkedIn. This is how you can boost yourself. We all know that AI is here, and it's so important that you develop your skills aligning with AI and the transformations happening in the industry. Manual penetration testing and actually using Nmap and scanning tools and these kind of things teach you a lot. But it's also important and worthwhile to check out such latest tools in the market because it will show you what's happening in the industry. If you do something like this, like you check out this platform and do the whole setup and do the whole pen test like I showed you today, you can actually add this in your portfolio. You can talk about it in an interview. And I'm sure that if you are a fresher and you are in an interview and you mention this to the recruiter that you've tried AI pen testing and you actually know some of the stuff behind it, they are going to be curious and interested in what you've done. It also shows you're really passionate in keeping up with the trends in the industry. I hope you liked this video too. It was more on hands-on. If you want me to come up with more hands-on content and show you guys different tools out there, more things that you can try and add in the labs and project section of your CV, please comment down and let me know. Also, if you find any difficulties while doing the setup or doing the target, just comment down and let me know. I will try to help you. You can check the description for the entire setup that I did, how I actually set up Pendagen, how I set up a target vulnerable host. You can actually try this with different things, right? So I set up a VM and it had one vulnerability, but I could set up multiple VMs having different types of vulnerabilities, and then I can try to do a pen test on it and see if Pendagen actually catches it all. That will be really exciting and fun. So I hope you have fun with this tool. Check out the link in the description, comment down, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much and see you next time.